entirely on air. Does in the upper right corner, does it say that it's live or on air?
I'm live.
I'm live.
Okay. Good evening. Tonight we will discuss causes of autism from both the evidence-based approach and a non-evidence-based approach. From a parent's perspective, there's a multitude of resources available, and it can be very overwhelming to make decisions regarding what would be in your child's best interest. Many families are at risk of standard research regarding the causes of autism, which may result in a family relying on treatments that have little evidence supporting their effectiveness. From the viewpoint of a BCBA, it is their ethical responsibility to ensure that their clients receive effective treatment. Effective treatment means based on research that yields socially significant behavior changes. In short, they want to make life for their client more meaningful and aid them in acquiring functional skills to help get them through life. The members of our debate team will be 3 BCBAs and 3 parents. The BCBAs are Olga, Jennifer, and Ashley. The parents are Karen, Mallory, and Alex. Each BCBA will be presenting a topic regarding causes of autism, and then we will have the opportunity to hear from the parent on that topic. What we hope to achieve is an open dialogue between professionals and other professionals in hopes to bridge the gap between the two and leave with a better understanding of both perspectives. Tonight's debate will cover genetic factors contributing to autism, the sensitive topic of vaccines, and diet. First, we will hear from Olga, a BCBA with 5 years of experience working from the East Coast.
Good evening. As we all know, autism is a very complex disorder. Even though the causes of autism remain unspecified, there's several studies that have determined or revealed that there's specific interaction between the genetic process and the environment that potentially triggers autism in children. What is still unclear with all the genetic studies is that they're not able to hone in on the specific process in terms of the genetic process and the specific environmental issues that contribute to the mutations in the human body that contributes to autism. I lost my part. As we all know, there are many environmental factors that we talked about in terms of the genetic mutations that trigger autism. And what's really unclear, what is clear at this time, is that we know that parental age has an impact. We know that environmental toxins have an impact. However, research is not able to sort of specifically identify what is it in the environment, whether it's prenatally or postnatal, that may be contributing to autism at this time. I'm done with my part.
I was going to ask, can you guys hear me again? Because I had mine unmute.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, could maybe you guys say thank you when you're done, like, thank you, and then I'll know it's like my cue to, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. All right. Back to the debate. Okay. Thanks, Olga. Now that we have heard from Olga, we will now hear, okay. We've heard from Olga, we will now hear from Karen Duffy, who will express her concerns regarding genetics and autism. Do you think that I should introduce Karen more, or do you think Karen can then talk about herself and be like, okay, I have a child, we don't believe in birth control. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it would be fine for, like, especially because I feel like there's not a lot to say. As a parent, like, reading over Olga's counter argument, I'm pretty much just like, hey, I'm a parent. I want to have more kids. I think that genetics cause autism. Like, as a BCBA, can you give me advice on this?
Yeah.
I think, introduce myself a little bit more, because I'm not even sure that the, like, birth control thing, like, we should even mention that. So okay. I think you could just say, like, and now we have Karen Duffy, like, a parent, you know, who has concerns regarding these claims or something.
Okay. All right. Now we will hear from Karen Duffy, who will express her concerns regarding genetics and autism.
Hello, my name is Karen Duffy. I currently have one son who is 3 years old who is on the autism spectrum. We got a diagnosis when he was very young, and I do come from a strong Catholic family, and we intend to have more children. But my concerns, sort of relating to Olga's comments, are that we don't have a cause of autism. So as a mother, how am I supposed to navigate this difficult world and try to find the treatments that are going to best assist my current son and also guide my future decisions in terms of having more children? So my counter argument to Olga would be that if there is no cause of autism, or there's a lot of evidence linking genetics to autism, should I seek genetic testing before having another child? And if that genetic testing does come back that the child will, have autism spectrum disorder, should I proceed with that pregnancy? Ethically speaking, I'm just not sure what I should do on that topic as a parent who thinks that, there's a lot of evidence for genetic causes. So just sort of seeking advice from Olga and also trying to figure out how to navigate this tricky world as a parent. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's really good.
I feel like I'm being super weird.
I don't understand what it's like to be in your position as a parent. It has to be a very difficult decision. What I can tell you as a BCBA, I'm really professionally bound to follow a set of code of ethics. And part of those code of ethics is really focusing on helping the family and helping the child, not so much cure autism and to get rid of autism, but sort of helping them to cope with a child with autism and providing them with services that are going to help them live a functional life, an adaptive and functional lifestyle, not a perfect one, but an adaptive and functional one. What I can tell you is it's beyond my scope as a professional to say, yes, go ahead and have genetic testing. What I can say is that's something that you and your husband really should have a discussion with a medical professional. And what I would recommend is a medical consultation with your doctor or gynecologist, and then taking it from there and hoping that those types of professionals will have the support services in place to help you not only physically in terms of making this decision, but emotionally also.
That was a great response, but I'm confused because I thought we weren't supposed to respond. I'm not.
I kind of like it though.
Yeah. And I agree, but are we going to go over our time?
Well,
I think as long as we're succinct, Olga's main point is that based on the code of ethics, she cannot advise me on genetic testing because she is bound to the code. So she gave me an alternative of, seeking advice from a medical professional. But I think if we keep it to 2 to 3 sentence response, it does kind of flow a little bit better. But we would just have to keep it really short. Like, for example, in rebuttal to vaccines, I would just say, I appreciate your viewpoints and I'm glad you feel comfortable to share those. However, as a BCBA, I'm bound by my code of ethics and I cannot stray from that. And I cannot currently recommend that treatment or, whatever just 2 or 3 sentences so that it'll be short enough. But okay. It kind of brings some closure.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just okay, thanks, let's move on. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's kind of awkward. I mean, if it's not if it's condensed.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I did practice my power. I guess I'm a little nervous, but I will have it together for tomorrow's recording in terms of.
Well, you did really good, Olga.
Great. No, yeah, that was a perfect response.
That was amazing. I'm wait, did you rehearse this?
No, it's 28 years of doing it with different families.
That's impressive.
Yeah, Olga, you're good. Okay, so then after Olga says that back to Ashley, or like gives a response, should I just say, okay, now, thank you, Karen and Olga. Our next topic will be vaccines, covered by Jennifer. Jennifer is a BCBA with 3 years experience on the West Coast. And then I go to the next.
Yeah,
Is that okay? If
Yeah.
we do that? Okay.
So is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Anne. As Anne mentioned, my name is Jennifer. Today I will be discussing, and this is where I'm supposed to put my visuals, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Screen share time.
Is the screen share working?
I don't see anything. Is your power?
Is it working now?
Yep, it's working. You just need to make it big.
Today we'll be discussing the concerns of vaccines causing autism, the specific vaccines that are of concern, Andrew Wakefield's 1998 theory, research studies by D. Soes et al. And Sturr-Green et al., and the ethical obligations that a BCBA holds on the topic of vaccines and the link to autism. And then, so did that end screen share? Are we back?
Yeah, screen.
Okay, but I'm confused because I see Olga's screen too.
I'll close mine.
What's that? Well,
I
it's
still
a
see
background.
Olga, you need to turn your screen share off. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That's okay.
So the topic of vaccines and the link to autism has been an ongoing concern for parents when it comes to vaccinating their children or not. The vaccines that are of most concern for parents are the MMR vaccines, which is the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, and any thimerosal-containing vaccines. MMR vaccines as a cause of autism are propagated by false research. The theory of vaccines being a direct cause of autism is significantly related to the research conducted by Andrew Wakefield in 1998. Wakefield suggested that when a child receives a MMR vaccine, the vaccine travels to the child's gut, which then it leaks through the gut and into the brain, and in turn causes autism. A study that was conducted by D. Soes et al. 2006 and published in Pediatrics studied 54 children with ASDs and 34 children without ASDs for possible evidence of the measles virus in the children's bodies. The study concluded that there was no trace of the measles virus in the children, both with and without ASD, therefore not allowing enough evidence to point that MMR vaccines cause autism. In regards to thimerosal-containing vaccines, they have also received similar scrutiny. A study conducted by Sturr-Green et al. 2003 consisted of collecting data on people from California, Sweden, and Denmark to see if there is a link between thimerosal-containing vaccines and autism. The study consisted of analyzing data between the mid-1980s through the late 1990s, when there was an increase of thimerosal-containing vaccines being administered to people. The study concluded that there was no connection between the rise of administering thimerosal-containing vaccines and the rise of autism. Essentially, it is important to factor in both ethics and scientific knowledge when discussing the topic of vaccines and the link to autism. Since research heavily suggests that vaccinations are not a cause of autism, it is evident that implying that vaccines are harmful to children with ASDs is unethical. There is not enough scientific evidence that supports the theory of vaccines causing autism for it to be an ongoing concern for parents. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. Now we will hear from Mallory, a mother who is concerned about getting her son vaccinated. Hello, I'm Mallory. I have a 1-year-old. I have found myself in a very frustrating situation. I am looking for an education program, but all the programs require immunization records. I believe that children deserve safe vaccinations, and I do not have confidence in the healthcare system. And I will not get my child vaccinated until there are safe vaccinations available. I have prepared I'll share it with you now. Okay, you guys, you're gonna have to tell me what's going on with my screen share. Can you
You keep pausing in and out, and I don't know if that's part of the recording, but that's what I'm seeing. You're pausing and it stops for a while, but I'm not getting any screen shares.
no screen share?
No.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, just a second here. I have so many windows open. Oh, it's like loading. Like it's like so slow. Right now it's like screen share for Hangouts. Select a window in the show. Okay, here we go. So my computer is like, seems like it's lagging. So hopefully I'll just have to get it set up beforehand or something. I don't know. Can you see it now?
Yeah, but we see exactly what you see. So if it's not full screen on yours, it won't be full screen on ours.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have to, yeah, just make sure to do like start presentation, whatever.
Does that look good?
Now it's just black.
Now it's just black? Okay. Oh, I have to do start presentation, start slideshow?
Yeah, start slideshow.
How's that?
I think somehow you got kicked out of screen share in the meantime.
What about this?
Try
Oh,
clicking on the screen share button again.
Okay, let me, this is so weird. Okay. Let me try again. Okay. Okay, start screen share.
Okay, we see it.
Do you see it?
No, it keeps kicking you off for some reason.
Okay. Can you see it? Is it big right now?
We just see your face again.
Oh, I got kicked out again. Okay. Oh my gosh. How do I make it big without it kicking me out?
Well, go ahead and try one more time, and then if it doesn't work, I'll try it. And
Should I just have it already back, and then you'll tell me how you're doing it?
Okay. So yeah.
Can you
click the little like
see my
table
little
icon in the
you
bottom
can see
left
it,
hand corner.
yeah.
Yeah, we can see it. Click the little like
It's like
table icon in the bottom left hand corner. It's the one all the way on the right. Right, directly to the left of normal view.
I don't
At
know
the bottom of,
down here.
at the bottom of your screen.
This one. Oh wait,
I'm like shouting out here and I'm on mute.
this one. This one. Did it work?
We can hear you now, Jennifer.
Sorry.
Jennifer's been providing a lot of really great technology feedback.
I'm like the bottom, like over.
Did I do it though? Is this right?
Yeah, you clicked on it. I saw you click on it, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Why don't you right click on the number one, the first one that you have there?
Where? Right here?
Right click on like the first, like you know how you see 1, 2, 3 slides? Right click on the first slide.
Oh, okay.
And are you able to right click?
I right click and it says cut, copy, paste, select all, new slide.
Does it say view slideshow?
Oh yeah, it does. Yep, view
Click on
slideshow.
that.
There. How's that?
I don't see it yet. Do you guys?
No, it's still small.
I see it, but it's small. It looks like it's when you decrease it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you have to move the percentage bar across.
Oh, here.
The percentage bar?
No.
I see it.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, zoom in.
Okay.
Go ahead and get out of yours, and let me try it with mine and see. It might be I don't know that Google is historically that compatible with Mac.
Okay.
So let me
I know
But
I've done it
Jennifer
before.
shared mine.
Is mine still screen sharing or no?
Yeah, you're back to you. Do you want me to
Oh,
try to
okay.
play? Do you want me to try to play the diets video and see if that works?
Well, I was gonna ask Jennifer, did you do full screen sharing, or did you do like the PowerPoint window when you selected like what type of screen share you wanted to do?
Oh
I
yeah,
do
what
not
did you do?
remember? I can try it real quick and see.
Yeah, do it again, and then that way we'll know exactly how you did it. Because whatever you did apparently worked.
Okay, so I went to screen
Sorry.
share. I just clicked on the so when I click on screen share, it gives me select a window to show in the video call, and I clicked on the counterclaim. Well, now I'm going to click on the counterclaim diets PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
see
did
it?
too.
And then I right click and press view slideshow. Does it work?
It's little.
It's little?
Yeah. So is
Yeah.
it just my slides that I made then?
Maybe. Let me try my other PowerPoint real quick.
Your
So
other
I'm-
PowerPoint was bigger.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's like a glitch right now, or is it a glitch that because of your PowerPoint? So let me try my other PowerPoint. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
now
it's
I'm
small. Right.
how about now?
But the view that I see is the same view that Anne had.
Yeah.
So now is it big again or no?
It's
No.
still like the edit view.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, then something's going on. There's some kind of a glitch going on because I have it in full screen.
Okay. It worked before.
Let me try with the PC and see what happens.
Okay.
Do you guys think that we should do the recording on Thursday? So we have
I'm good with either day. I don't mind doing tomorrow or Thursday, but
just so we have more time to like practice it. Do you know what I mean? Like to get through the whole thing.
I'm good with that.
What do you guys see right now from me?
Nothing.
I see
your
your
PowerPoint.
but it's not full screen. It's in the edit view.
It's still in the edit view.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There
That
must
might-
be something going on with the Google Hangouts.
Yeah, let me try. Let me try doing it full screen and then like pulling it up manually.
Okay.
Is it still little view?
Yeah. Well,
Now
it's
I-
good. I think.
I get it full screen.
I get a full screen.
Okay, so then Jennifer, if you want to go ahead and try, go ahead and try your PowerPoint, but choose full screen instead of the specific PowerPoint. And then make it big.
So are you saying like on the select a window to show your video call?
Yeah, there should be a full
I
screen.
I don't have that option. I have desktop, Google Hangouts, counterclaim diets PowerPoint, and then my like debate notes. Those are my only options.
Hmm.
And
I
then
did this last semester. The girl that I was paired with told me how to do it.
even if like I don't understand why.
Yeah, maybe try the Google Hangouts view.
Still no?
Still edit view.
Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, it worked. I'm not doing anything different than I did initially.
I'm gonna try mine and see what happens too. What happens if two people screen share at the same time?
It works. It'll just go side by side.
Oh,
It like splits the screen.
okay. That's cool. What year is your Mac, Jennifer?
I think 13 or 14.
Okay, yeah, mine's a little
It's
older.
a 13.
Yeah, mine's like a 2011. It's so old. Oh my god. I don't know if it's gonna make it through grad school. I might have to get a new computer. Can you guys see mine? Is it full screen?
No, it's not. We'll edit.
Okay. It's just little? Okay.
Yeah. So if we're not able to figure this out, then maybe.
I know, I
I
want
mean-
to try later.
Worst case scenario, can I share the PowerPoints for everybody?
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. Yeah, but I hope it, because yours works with full screen, right?
Yeah, I just have to select the full screen option, which
Yeah.
is
That's so
everything.
weird how ours doesn't have that option.
Yeah,
We have
I'm not sure.
crappy Macs, that's why. Sorry. I'm feeling resentful towards it.
All right, so for purposes of brevity, let's just go ahead and continue the debate. Let's not do the slideshow stuff,
Okay.
and then if you can just email them to me,
Okay.
and then I can just like sort of be the PowerPoint sharer.
So should we email you our personal ones as well,
Yeah,
just in case?
yeah.
Okay.
And Ashley's the most tech savvy, so she can probably like bring that up real
Well,
quick.
I don't know. I
and-
just touched full screen and it works, so I
Oh,
don't know. I'm not good at screen sharing.
okay. All right. So Ashley, where are you from?
I'm from Indiana, but I live
Indiana,
in
okay.
Texas.
Okay. Wait.
Okay.
Before we continue to Ashley, I have a question. So now, once Anne was done, I would respond to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm basically addressing, I forgot her questions, but I think it was,
The school system,
yeah.
or basically, I was gonna play my video by Jenny McCarthy, who like really gets passionate about it, and then like I don't know, it was a pretty brief PowerPoint.
Okay, so when I'm responding to you, so now my question is this, since we have visuals for my claim to you, Ashley, and Anne has a visual for her claim to me, do you think we should still respond, or you think that's kind of going to be excessive and we can, I mean, what do you guys think? I'm just kind of, how long are the videos? I haven't even looked at them.
I think Olga's, I feel like Olga's kind of requires a response because she's, like, I'm not really seeking advice from you. Like, I have, like, Mallory has, like, a really strong opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like the first one, like, kind of needs the response, but I don't think either way we could have you respond or we couldn't have you respond. And I think either way it would be fine. What do you guys think?
I think time-wise, it'll probably be better if those with a video don't have a response.
Yeah.
Just because the video kind of does sum it up, and then like, and
Right.
as the moderator, you can just say, you know, like, thank you for sharing both sides of this argument. For our third argument, we're moving on to whatever, and then
Right.
at the end of the third argument, say like, you know, we heard all three of these arguments, and like BCBAs are bound to their ethical code, like sort of sum it up or whatever.
Mhm.
But
Okay. So now I guess so now let's pretend like the video played and whatnot, and now it's Ashley.
okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing both sides of vaccines, Mallory, Jennifer, and Mallory. We will now hear from Ashley, a BCBA operating from Texas. She has how many years experience do you want? 4? She has 4 years experience in the field, and she will be talking about diet.
Thank you, Anne. So gluten and casein-free diets have long been rumored to alleviate the symptomology and symptoms of autism spectrum disorders. However, literature reviews and scientific studies have refuted these claims by citing a lack of measurable evidence. Elder et al. In a 2006 study conducted a double-blind clinical trial that analyzed the effects of gluten-free diet on the behavior of children with autism spectrum disorder diagnoses. The study utilized the CARS rating scale, which relies on direct observation of the child's behavior and provides scores on several different categories. The study also utilized several other standards of measure for behavior and language to provide a comprehensive picture of the child's behavior and skills before and after the intervention. However, the study concluded that based on a group analysis, that there were no statistically significant differences in the rating scales following the introduction of the gluten and casein-free diet. In a similar fashion, Lau et al. In a 2013 study conducted their study to examine the prevalence of markers for celiac disease, which does require a medically necessary gluten-free diet. They checked for these markers in individuals with a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. The study searched for antibody markers that are indicative and predictive of celiac disease, and the study concluded that there was a higher antibody response in those individuals with an ASD diagnosis and gastrointestinal symptoms, but these findings did not prove to be statistically significant in the realm of the study. The overall conclusion was that individuals with an ASD diagnosis were not more likely to have celiac disease and therefore did not require gluten-free diets. It is important to note that a subset of the study population that included individuals with an ASD diagnosis and previous history of other gastrointestinal issues were found to have a higher immune response to gluten. This finding gives direction for further research, but may imply comorbidity to ASD, not causality, meaning that perhaps the gluten is not causing the autism spectrum disorder, but that there might be a comorbidity between autism spectrum disorder and celiac disease. And finally, Timothy Buie conducted a 2013 literature review surrounding the current literature between autism and gluten. And although he did find some studies that claimed a link between autism and gluten-free diets, Buie also highlighted the struggles of conducting controlled studies on this topic. These struggles include the measures to record behavior changes and observer bias. The overall conclusion was that there's not currently enough scientific evidence to support a link between gluten as a cause of autism. The Board of Behavior Analysts provides an ethical code for behavior analysts and related professionals. Code 1.01 of the Ethical Code states that those involved in the field of behavior analysis must rely on scientific knowledge of treatments, causes, or any other information. Reliance on non-scientific evidence does not provide a secure base for professional conversation. Treatments or causes that cannot be measured and evaluated for efficacy do not apply to the code. Therefore, based on what we know about the relationship between gluten and autism, we cannot say as professionals at this time that there is a link between gluten and autism, saying that gluten causes autism. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. We will now hear from Alex, a mother of a child with autism who supports special diets.
Okay, so just on a side note, I noticed that both my child and Mallory's is Sam, so I'm going to use Sam for now, but we can change that afterwards.
I'll just change mine to like Brett right
Sounds
now.
good. Okay. Ashley, I respect your opinion as a BCBA in regards to gluten-free and casein-free diets in regards to autism. As a parent, I have researched many instances where gluten-free and casein-free diets have cured or made significant improvements in children with autism. In your argument, you mentioned the studies by Elder et al. 2006, Liu et al. 2013, and Buie 2013. All concluded that there was no significant improvement in behaviors after the introduction of gluten-free and casein-free diets, nor was there any connection between the two. Although I am aware of the research at hand, I feel differently. I have done a lot of research on this topic by communicating with parents of children who have autism that have implemented a gluten-free and casein-free diet. There is also a website that I like to visit frequently that has a long list of parent testimonials that support the idea of gluten-free and casein-free diets, helping symptoms of autism or even curing autism. I have read countless testimonials that parents have specifically stated that a change in diet has significantly helped their child to get rid of behaviors that were once present, and some have even claimed that their child was fully cured. Additionally, I have talked to many parents that have children with autism, and they also agree that the implementation of a gluten-free and casein-free diet allowed for their children to get rid of significant behaviors that they once possessed. I personally feel that implementing a gluten-free and casein-free diet will significantly help my child in the long run. I have met with a nutritionist who also supports and encourages my decision. My family and I are all in agreement that the change is beneficial and will help my son in the long run. In fact, my son Sam and my family have all made the changes to a gluten-free and casein-free diet. My nutritionist also agrees that since my son is only 2 years old, the benefit of switching his diet is a significant one and will allow for improvements in my son's behavior. I understand that due to ethical compliance codes, you are encouraged to rely on scientific knowledge of treatments and to not rely on anything else. However, we are asking that you take into consideration that we have already made the change to a gluten-free and casein-free diet, and we would like you to start collecting data on Sam so that we can see if, in fact, there is a progress in the behaviors that Sam displays. We are hoping for the best and are willing to try anything to ensure that Sam gets better. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Tonight we discussed the main misconceptions surrounding causes for autism, which include genetics and environment, vaccines, and diet. The conclusion is sort of like from a BCBA point of view. So maybe I'll have to change it a little bit. From the professional viewpoint of a BCBA, they must side with the evidence-based claims. They believe that there is no sole cause or cure for autism. The non-evidence-based side would attribute autism to a specific gene or environmental pollutant. In addition, they do not believe there is enough evidence to link vaccines to autism. Many parents support the claim that vaccines have injured their child, and had they not been vaccinated, they would not have developed autism. Last, there is not enough evidence to support. I'll have to change this because it's not very smooth. There's not enough evidence to support putting a child on a gluten casein-free diet. However, some parents swear that their child's symptoms have improved. As professionals in the field of ABA and future BCBAs, I can actually take this part. They feel it is their role to provide all evidence-based information to the parents and let them make an informed decision. It is their job to support the clients to the best of their ability, with the term client referring also to the parent. It is essential to remember that BCBAs and parents and other professionals all make up a team and must operate in that fashion to provide the highest standards of care. BCBAs may voice their concerns regarding non-evidence-based approaches, but it's not their decision to make alone. They must always consider, or at very least acknowledge, the concerns of parents and try to understand where they are coming from. At the end of the day, a BCBA can walk away, but a parent is tied to their child forever. It's not their career, it is their life. I just want to thank all the BCBAs and parents for being here tonight. It was a great debate. I don't know what to say. Any ideas?
I think what you said about, like, echo what you said in the beginning about, like, an open discussion. Like, while it may seem as though we didn't solve any of the, like, major problems, it's always important to keep an open discussion and that both sides are, like,
considered.
You know, yeah, everything's being considered.
Okay, so now when we go into the Q&A section, you guys said basically whoever put the questions on there